Well, here we are, folks, with our first tasting of the year, and it's not this one. It's actually this one here. This is Pakistani red, or red Pakistani. Now, this came off the tree just a second ago, and I'm not sure if this is fully ripe. I think it probably could have went a bit longer. It came off this tree here, which is small enough. It's kind of hard to see in this jungle. That's my my other polytunnel, but it's got quite a few berries on it there, and some of them are starting to ripen up. So yeah, let's just have a taste of this, and then I'll talk about it a bit more. Yeah, it's very nice, very sweet. Kind of has a nice spicy flavor to it. Not as sweet as the white ones, which I'll show you now in a second, but pretty sweet. So in terms of the actual tree itself, I got it from a Cypriot grower, or a grower from Cyprus, who has a Facebook page, and he sells them internationally. This one's grafted onto a rootstock, which you can see is coming out here, and yeah, it did pretty well. Last year was its first year, so this is its second year, and yeah, pretty nice. Looking forward to trying a few more of these. I'd like to see them maybe ripen up a bit more than that one. Temperature is a little bit cool at the moment. Here is another one, another Pakistani. Now this one I actually have grafted onto a Gerardi dwarf, or sorry, not a Gerardi dwarf, a Charlotte Russe, and then I also have a Gerardi grafted onto the other side. This was actually sent to me by a European grower, and I don't think he meant to send me a Pakistani, but I don't mind having it anyway. And just to show you some of the other ones, in particular this one here. This is my world's best, which I've done a few videos on, and as you can see here, well, the video probably doesn't do it justice, but this is absolutely loaded, and then the berries are pretty big, although it doesn't look that big on the camera here, but yeah, this is putting out a lot of fruit, which is fantastic. I look forward to that one. Gerardi, my other Gerardi, which is doing pretty well as well, plenty on there. I have an Isai, dwarf Isai in the corner, which is doing pretty good. Few other grafts here. Interestingly, this is a grafted Gerardi here, and you can see how much growth this has put on this season, and compare that to my other Gerardi, the original one I have, and like that's in the 3 years that this has been growing, it's probably put out about half the amount of growth as this one here, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how they turn out. It could be just the rootstock that it's on, but that's those there. I'll show you this one outside in the garden, in the jungle. That is the garden, and it's this one here, Charlotte Russe, that I planted in the ground a couple of years ago. Now, it had a bad year last year because the late frost got it, but this year it's really loaded. As you can see there, all of these berries are forming, and pretty much every single branch on this tree is like that, so it's absolutely jam-packed with berries. Now, it's a lot later than the ones that are in the polytunnel, and I think these will probably ripen around late July, thereabouts, depending on the weather, of course, but that's how she's looking this year. Pretty abundant, and hopefully I should have some more mulberry tasting videos for you, because I have a few more that I haven't done much documentation on. Here's one here, for example, called Shangri-La, putting out a lot of growth, but not a huge amount of berries, but they're there and they're starting to ripen. But yeah, there you go, mulberries galore.